Greetings and salutations, y'all. How are y'all on this lovely Tuesday? It's Tuesday, September 11th. So make sure you guys are spreading peace, love, and happiness today. Due to that worldly tragedy all those years ago. So I just wanted to come out here and give y'all some love today. Don't mind me. I'm being fat. The Wingstop, y'all, listen. These boneless Hawaiian wings, slapping. Slapping. This is quality chicken right here. No, this is not sponsored. I don't do sponsored videos yet. So if I give you any recommendations, it's not because of sponsors, it's because I actually like it. Y'all, this chicken is so good. Like, I don't know why it's so good, but it's so good right now. But I was thinking today, I had a conversation with a friend the other day. We were talking about forgiveness and how it's important to forgive. Not only for, not for the other person, but for yourself. It's important that you look at the situation, understand that holding on to that anger is only going to make you more angry. And that saying that hurt people is true. It really is. Hurt people do hurt people. And in order to not be a hurt person, you have to go through that emotion. You have to go through whatever it is that you feel like hurt you. You have to deal with those emotions. A lot of us put emotions to the side and don't deal with them. You just let them sit there. But it's the same as when you cut yourself and you don't clean the cut, like you don't clean the wound, and you sit there and you let it fester and it gets all gross and nasty, and then it becomes infected. So the same goes for forgiveness. If you're not working to work through those issues and forgive, the other person and yourself, you're going to be infected by hurt. You're going to be infected by pain and hatred and meanness, and then you become a person that you have no relation to. You become this angry, evil person, and nobody wants to be that way. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to just be like, oh my God, I'm so mad all the time, girl. Like, that's not, it don't fit. So it's important to work on forgiveness and forgiving the other person, but also forgiving yourself. And I started to recently work on forgiving myself for many things, but specifically for what I allowed people to get comfortable doing to me. A lot of times people do things and they're like, oh, well, how am I supposed to know it bothers you if you don't tell me? And that's absolutely correct. How are they supposed to know it bothers you if you don't tell them? And that's where you have to, one, forgive them for not knowing, and two, forgive yourself for allowing them to treat you that way for that long. Forgiving yourself is the key factor here, because you can be like, I can't believe this person is doing me like this. Like, why would they treat me this way when I treat them so well? But you allowed that. You've allowed that action to go on, and it's carried on, and now that's their norm. Their norm is to treat you in the way that you don't like being treated. So that's why I say work on forgiving yourself for allowing yourself to be treated the way that you don't want to be treated. And also work on forgiving yourself for doing wrong. Learn to admit that, yes, we are human. We are a species of error. We don't always do everything right. Things happen, and we have to forgive ourselves. You're not going to be perfect. You're not going to, you're not going to be able to say, hey, this was something that I did and it was horribly wrong, and I forgive myself instantly. But you need to work on the fact that, hey, this wasn't done purposefully, and I acknowledge that I didn't do this purposefully. And in those realizations, you find ways to forgive yourself for the things that have happened, the things that you've taken part in. I was in the conversation with my friend and myself. We were speaking about how a lot of women, especially, we learned how to tear each other down. Like, we learned how to talk about each other and treat each other so terribly as a defense mechanism, so nobody would feel comfortable doing that to us. When in all actuality, you're putting this negative energy out into the atmosphere in belief that you're protecting yourself, when in all actuality, you're pulling in those negative vibes that you don't want. That's why when people are being mean and nasty, they always encounter rough patches, because they're pulling those, mean and nasty, rough energies back into themselves. You have to give into yourself what you want out of yourself. You have to feed yourself. You have to feed yourself good things. If you're sitting here eating a diet of, McDonald's and Rallies and Burger King every day, every single day, with no change, nothing like that. You're just feeding yourself fast food, minimal nutrients. You're not going to be a healthy person. And same goes for your spirit and for, your soul. If you're not feeding yourself quality things, as far as positive people and positive, sayings and, good energies, good food, you're not going to be that happy, happy, healthy person that you're trying to be. It's all about you get out what you put in. And that's with most things in life. If you put in effort and good things, you get back effort and good things. In most cases. Sometimes, people just are who they are. You have to take it with a grain of salt. But you also have to realize that these little cats are waiting to cross the street until there is no traffic. Animals are brilliant, I tell y'all. But I digress. You have to, take people for who they are. You have to look at them, realize what they are, who they are, what they bring to the table. And if you decide that that's what you want to do and that's what you want to deal with and be with, so be it. But you have to take that and let them know that, hey, I accept you for who you are, but I don't mind you growing and changing and, evolving into a better version of yourself. That's important. A lot of people, meet people and they're like, oh, well, I only wanted you if you stayed the same, same. Like, you know, Sunday's topic was, you know, how people stay the same. And that carries on over to today when I say, you know, people are going to change, people are going to grow. And it is your job as the person who decided to, you know, take this person on as an asset at the time. It's your job to say, hey, I accept you for who you are, and I accept you for the growth that you know, you may encounter. You can't expect somebody to just be like, oh, nope, I'm gonna be same old for the rest of forever. You have to expect, I mean, you have to anticipate growth, especially within yourself. You have to anticipate that, because you're going through so many things, you're learning so many things every day, every single day. So that carries over to the fact that you need to be not just able, but willing to forgive yourself for not knowing. You have to be willing to say, hey, you know, I apologize, self, for not knowing what I know now. I apologize for allowing things to happen to me and allowing people to treat me the way that I allowed them to treat me, because I didn't know better at that time. But now I know better, and I forgive them and I forgive myself for my lack of knowledge. When you start doing that, when you start speaking on that, people gonna be like, what? She forgiving, you forgive me, but you forgive me, you know, you gonna, when you start forgiving different, man, people be like, what? I had an encounter with someone the other day, and I had to say, you know, I had to let them know, hey, I forgive you for, you know, I forgive you for what you did, and I forgive myself for allowing you to do that and feel comfortable to do that. And they looked at me like, what? Yeah, I said it. I said what I said. I forgive myself for allowing you to feel comfortable in treating me in that undesirable way. When you start telling people things like that, they really take a step back and look at themselves and be like, you know, first they're gonna think that you're crazy. That's number one. But you really take a step back and be like, dang, you know, like, you know, is that really what's going on? And then that will change the way that they allow people to treat them in their life, and so on and so forth, as, you know, the chain continues. Next thing you know, we have an emotional revolution going on. If we have an emotional revolution, hey, somebody just CC me in the group email. Like, yeah, Bree said it first. Bree said it first. 9/11/18, Bree was like, yeah, we gonna have an emotional revolution. I'm just saying. I don't want nothing but a CC in the email. That's all I need. But, you know, just bringing those things to the attention of people, because sometimes people don't realize it. Sometimes people don't know that they doing you wrong. They don't know that they doing themselves wrong. And that's why you got to forgive them and yourself. But I don't want this video to be as long as the last one, unless y'all like long videos. If you do, give it a thumbs up. Comment below. I need topics, y'all. I need some topics. You know, I'm just pulling these out of, you know, my daily experiences, my daily conversations. Oh, child, the sunlight. But I need topics. You know, what are you guys going through or growing through that you want me to touch base on? So put those in the comment section of the video, and then if you like this one, give it a thumbs up. Let me know so I can, you know, thumbs up lets me know that you guys are, you know, enjoying the content that I'm putting out. So, you know, if you like this, give me a thumbs up. If not, comment and tell me what you want, what you need. I'm here for y'all. I'm dropping gems. I'm dropping the gems that you want. I don't want to be out here dropping diamonds and y'all need sapphires. You feel me? So, you know, let me know in the comment section. Hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. I am on my way to go chill, eat some food, get some me time in, get some thoughts processed. I was gonna wait until I cut the video off to take my visor up, but y'all, it's sunny as I don't know what right now. So yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, y'all. And remember, nobody is better at you than you are. I love y'all.